Hello. Go ahead and take a seat and I'll be with you in just a moment. Sorry about that. Thank you for your patience. Welcome in. This clinic is for helping you find your personality. You are having a little bit of a hard time figuring it out on your own. No worries, we got you covered. We have a lot of tests to run through, and I will pick one for you, okay? Great. So let's start with your name. Perfect, thank you. And let me see your age, please. Okay. And have you had any personality crises before? Okay. And did you have any help choosing them? Got it. Yeah, this is sort of a new process. So I understand it might not have been available then. Okay. And when was the first time you found that you were not really sure what your personality was? Was it a sudden loss or was it a gradual understanding? Okay. Definitely. Perfect. Do any of your family members have a history of loss of identity? Okay. And loss of personality. Exactly. Got it. Okay. And how many years of school have you had? Oh yes, that can be a factor. Okay. Okay. And were you ever a part of a fraternity or a sorority? Okay. Got it. Do you drink any sort of caffeinated beverages? Coffee, tea, energy drinks? Okay. Got it. Let's see here. Do you own any pets? Okay. And do you find it hard to talk about anything but your pet? Is it mostly your conversation starter? Okay. That can definitely be part of it as well. Thank you. Okay, let me just... Oh, did I get your age? Okay. Perfect. I just don't want to scroll all the way back up. Okay. Let's see here. What kind of personality testing do we want to do for you? Okay. Are you somebody who likes to wear closed-toed shoes or open-toed shoes? Okay. Maybe a mixture of both? Okay, so clothing is also part of the personality crisis, I see. Okay. Okay. And do you do most of your shopping online or in store? Gotcha. And lastly, are you doing a lot of ordering of food or do you cook at home most of the time? Okay. Great. Okay. Let's see what we can do for you then. So first I'm going to take out these color shape cards, okay? Each of these cards indicates different types of personality traits, which I will reveal to you at the ending. So we have the white octagon, there's the yellow triangle, there's the red square, the purple circle, there's the green heart, and the black rhombus, okay? So I'm going to shuffle these up, and I'd like for you to pick a number between 1 and 6, okay? Go ahead and pick a number between 1 and 6. Okay. So 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You've chosen the purple circle. The purple circle. So the purple circle indicates that you have a sort of more introverted personality. You like to stay at home, watch movies, you might enjoy board game. You enjoy soft, snuggly, cozy things like pillows, blankets, and you are a very funny person. It might take a little while for you to get to know people, but once you do, you are very funny, very charismatic, and a very well-rounded and empathetic person. That's what the purple circle indicates. So that will be a good base for your personality, okay? Great. And we're going to choose one more. I'll shuffle again. Alright, now please choose a number between 1 and 5, okay? 1 and 5. 2, okay. This is 2. Your second personality card is the yellow triangle. The yellow triangle. So this points to logic and intelligence. You have a very bright and to the point way of thinking. You are very intelligent. You are very witty, which kind of ties into your humor. And you have a very big love of the outdoors in terms of experiencing nature. You might very much enjoy a long walk, but because this is not such an intricate type of shape, it indicates a more simple love of nature. So perhaps not very advanced sports in nature, but the love of bird watching or long walks, as I said, or perhaps gardening as opposed to like water skiing or running or something like that. But this indicates a lot of those mental interests and abilities, and it's very simple but very powerful. So these are the base of your personality, okay? Great. Let me just write down those results. And the yellow triangle. Okay. Perfect. So now we're going to do a quiz. I have a few types of pictures that I'm going to ask you to look at, okay? Oops. So let me pull them up here. Alright. Let me turn it this way. So, as you can see, there are a few different shapes that I'd like for you to look at. I have this pink shape, these blue lines, this white pointy shape, and this yellow squiggly line as well. Now I'd like for you to tell me which of these shapes you think you best identify with. Which one do you think best represents you? I know this is a very abstract concept, but do your best. Just go with your gut. Okay. You think maybe the downward squiggly lines? Interesting. Okay. Well, that very much goes with your purple circle diagnosis. You have a very even ebb and flow of how you feel about the world and yourself. You flow through your feelings very easily, and this is also a very big indication of water, of course, as it does look a lot like water and air. You might have an affinity for being near water, doing things in water, and perhaps even air as well. Maybe you enjoy flying, or you enjoy having a nice breeze pass by you. But on a deeper level, this definitely indicates empathy and the enjoyment of the smooth things in life, the enjoyment of it's a harder thing to explain, but the enjoyment of balance and flow. Okay? So take that and store that in your brain, as that will kind of be the connector of things as we move forward. Okay, great. All right, let's move on. Next, I'd like for you to pick a cup. Which cup do you like the most amongst these four? This pink, almost holographic cup, this big white cup, one maybe you'd find at a coffee shop, this very nice green cup, or this silly little blue cup with 3 cats. Which one would you choose to drink your morning beverage out of, do you think? Okay. You think maybe the green one? Or, the cats. Understood. Okay. Well, we are going to move on, and we'll come back to that in just a little bit. So you've chosen the cat cup. And now, this might seem a little bit interesting, but this is an important part of our testing. Between these 4 8s, which one do you think is the best representation, the best physical representation of the number 8? Which one do you find to be the best? Interesting. So, this one? Or this one? This one. You think this is the best representation of the number 8? Okay. Very good to know. You've chosen the pink, purple number 8. Alright. Now, you might see this on the internet. I'd like for you to pick the kitchen that you think you'd most enjoy your mornings in. Which kitchen? There is a mostly white kitchen. There is a kitchen with green accents, a big window, some wood tones. There's an industrial style kitchen and a very cottagey kitchen with less space, but maybe more charm. The one with the window? Okay, thank you very much. And the next test. If you were trying to disguise yourself, which mask would you choose? The bunny? The black eye covering mask? The fancy purple mask? Or the nose mustache mask? Okay. Okay, very interesting. This is a hard choice, but I would have to agree with you on this one. I think that's a pretty good disguise. Alright, and lastly, this is a very important one, but please take your time again. There are no correct answers. Just based off of your opinion, which line do you think best represents a line? If you were to picture a line in your head without seeing pictures in front of you, what line would you see? What do you think is the most representative of a line? Okay. Very interesting. This one here? Agreed. So you think perhaps the drawn one. Well, your results kind of vary. Sometimes everyone is straightforward with the theme, but you've kind of moved around. You chose the cat cup, the pink 8, the window kitchen. You chose the nose and mustache, and the hand-drawn line. So I think with that, you have a very silly and whimsical bit about you. You might enjoy snacks that are cheesy and salty over snacks that are sweet, but you might have a little bit of a sweet tooth, maybe once a month or twice a month. You enjoy a slow, easy morning, and you have energy throughout the day, a little bit better into the night. Let's see. And you have versatile interests. Your interests might include things where you are on your own more often, but you do excel with people every so often, but again, with that introverted nature needing to recharge. And it seems like you have an affinity for dogs and cats, and also you enjoy the occasional train ride. Does that feel correct? Wonderful. We will add all of those pieces of information to your profile. Okay. And the squiggly lines. Great. Now I'd like for you to count back from 10. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Interesting. So you've got the red face of the ball. The red face of the ball. So maybe you're a little bit quick and passionate about things, and I think you might get heated, as they say, about particular topics, not necessarily angry, but very involved, very invigorated, and you might have a hard time stopping talking about those subjects. So you might have that as a part of your personality. Let's see here. Could you tell me which of these colors stands out to you the most? Which color stands out to you the most? Maybe this one? Okay, we'll label this one number 1. And go ahead and pick another color that stands out well to you. This one? Okay, so this one, we'll label this one too. And one more color that stands out to you. Interesting. This one here? Okay. So that was a teal, a green, and a red. Teal, green, and red. Very interesting. Okay. So it seems as though you'd be interested in living in maybe a modest size home, maybe not something so large that you have too much space, but maybe not something so small that you feel like you can't explore hobbies and have places for guests. Okay, and it looks like roller coasters are fun once in a while, but not as much fun as maybe they once were. Okay. Great. And that green gives us an interest in music. How lovely. Okay. Perfect. So we did those. Alright. Now, just look straight forward for me. Good. Alright. Can you see any shapes? Or are they just a little blurry? A little blurry. Okay. Great. And now this one. How many fingers am I holding up? Good. And now? Good. Can you see the flower back here? Okay. And how about now? Can you see through the threading of this little piece of fabric? Okay, how many fingers? And now? Okay, and can you see the flower behind me? And is it easier or harder than the one before? Interesting. Okay. And are you able to see any shapes? Not really, still quite blurry. Okay. So between this fabric here, and this one, which one do you enjoy more? This fabric or this one? Okay. Do you like the pattern of this one a little better? Interesting. Alright, well that definitely adds some intrigue here. A little mystery to the way that you are expressive with others at first meet. And you might be able to see through people's walls. You might be able to see through any sort of airs of disguise or lie. You're good at detecting the truth, which is a very good asset to have. Okay. And this part here. Alright, now let me see your ears. And just... Okay. Interesting. And if I just... Okay. Everything else seems to line up with what we've done today. So I hope this was helpful for you. I will be emailing you your results as well as all of the tests that we've done today. I am just going to do the paper Just because I'm curious. Okay. And you don't flinch easily. Okay. Great. Well, it was my pleasure to be able to help you figure out your personality today. If you want any adjustments or would like to come back and get a different reading, we can always try again and see how that works out for you. But definitely let this one sit in, give it a try, and see how it feels, okay? Great. So you'll have that packet via email to go through and kind of sit with and see how it goes. All right. Good luck with your new personality, and thank you for stopping by. Bye-bye. I'd like to thank my lovely Moth Gang patrons, Abby, Alex, Alfredo, Callum, Christian, David, Glenn, Hair Apparent, Joey, Jonathan, Mikey, and Omega Lol for their support. And if you'd like to learn more about what it means to be in the Moth Gang or about my Patreon, there's always a link in my bio.